Hey, welcome to the show. It is me, your girl Labora Lee. Let me know if you can hear me, aka Cat Lee. And yeah, all right. So what I did was I switched mics temporarily. I need to see what's going on with this mic, but I switched mics. Um, hoping with the hopes that you guys can hear me clearly. But today, Doc said we good, so we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna stand in the two, not too much, not too much. But today, hold on, the wrong thing is on the screen. Gotta get this right. We don't move like this. Give me 1 second. Um, today is a long awaited day because things happen. Things happen. But we here today. We got it popping. And today is I'm gonna show you in 2 seconds. Today is the tap in. Woo! The long awaited tap in. It's been a long journey to get back to this day, but we are back with it, baby. Back and better than ever. Ah, I'm happy we're here. I'm happy we're here. A few things I need to say before we get started. First things first, join the freaking conversation. Join the conversation. We would like to hear your points of views, your opinions, your memories, because we do get into nostalgia. We would like you to join in the final exam festivities and see if you can ultimately beat my score, which it might take you a while before you could do that. Beat Doc's score might still take you a little while before you can do that. Um, Learn some things about hip hop, maybe reminisce about some things you already knew. There's a lot of things that happens on the tap out. But what I'm saying is, this is welcome to this show and join the conversation. You can do that by calling in. The number's 443-551-5963. 443-551-5963. You can text or you could drop a comment. If you text or drop a comment, just know that I will be reading your comment out loud. Um, if you call in, you will be live on air. You should be advised. But you can do all of that stuff here at Ambitiously Entertainment. Yes, that's what we're about. Um, if you would like to talk to us about anything, and I do mean anything at all, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Or you can hit us up at ambitiouslythepodcast at gmail.com. Um, like, share, subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, every subscription that we can get. We would love it, and we want more of it. So do that. Do that. Check out our website www.ambitiouslyent.com. www.ambitiouslyent.com. Join the coffee community. I'll tell you why I want you to do that a little later on. A little later on. I'll tell you about that. Um, hold on. I'm about to send it to you right now. Hold on. Give me 1 second, babes. Let me get to your business. I got you. Don't even worry about it. Let me make sure everything is copacetic. Yeah. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. Um, Hold on. I got you. I got you. Give me 1 second. Alright, so we had a thing happen, but hopefully this time everything will let me know when you get the email. But anyway, join our coffee community so that we can do what it is that we need to do. I'll tell you about that a little later on. Like I said, don't want to get into that just yet. Um, but yeah. And I think that covers everything for right now. I'm gonna put that back on the screen so you're ready. Doc, I sent you another one. I don't know if everything is copacetic. Let me know if you need me to, what you need me to do. I don't know. But today is a tap in, so I guess while we're waiting to see if this link is working for that, um, as you know, we've been covering some of this Diddy case. I'm just gonna give y'all okay, good. All right, so we just waiting on Doc. So let me give y'all the intel that I found out today. So we know who the surprise witness is. The witness. Okay, I see you, Doc, baby. The witness that is going. Let me. I gotta bring you in. I gotta bring you in. You ready? All right, because I'm about to bring you in. Because when I say this, I need you to be in the building. Yeah, I can hear you. I'm about to bring you. Doc, I'm so glad you came in just at the right time. So before we get into our every Tuesday shenanigans,
Hmm.
I have to add this intel real quick from the Diddy case. And the intel is this: we found out today who the surprise witness is. I told you Cassie wasn't the cat. She was part of the cat's meow, but she was not the cat's meow.
Okay.
Mm, child, her mother might have been a cat's meow to be honest, because she was in there like she gave the case of extortion. So as far as racketeering, we're racking them up. But the
Hmm.
surprise witness is Kid Cudi.
Really?
Yes,
Wow. Okay. That's the arson part too. That was the dot dot dot.
the dot. The surprise witness is Cudi. That is what's gonna be what really locks down the case because he did that.
Mm.
He
That's the
did
whole
that.
ATF, all that stuff. So okay, okay. I'm yeah. That's
Let
wild. That's wild.
alone, let alone the workers. The workers have been in abundance. They got pictures of the workers now.
Oh, okay.
They've been disseminated. Because as the case goes on, like we only in the second week of this case, and already,
Look, they're gonna make the craziest movie like the way they did for the OJ trial. They're
mm,
gonna a couple of years down the line, the Diddy trial is gonna be a crazy ass movie.
hmm it is, it is. Listen, I just needed to give y'all that information before we got started because in my heart of hearts, I knew Kid Cudi was going to touch that stand. He is still upset about that car.
That was his favorite car. That was his, what, his dream car, some shit.
Yeah, favorite car. And you know what else it made me think about too?
What's that?
The fact of the matter is, they keep talking about Kid Cudi and his mental health issues.
Yeah.
And that could play a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I would believe a death threat and an actual attempt on your life by somebody who you probably heard rumors about that you know works in the same industry, that maybe other people like, hey, yeah, just leave that alone.
And
And look,
he blows up your freaking car in front of your home. Your home.
hold up. You knew what you made me think about too? What
What?
if what if J. Cole was a star witness? Like, and that's why I ride bikes to this day.
Why want rights now?
To this day.
To this day. To this day. On the stand. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's one of the up and coming surprise witnesses. I just had to give y'all the tea on that really, really fast because I do not want it's so much going on, and
Hmm.
I gotta just get used to right now until this case is over. Me throwing a tidbit or two, even on the days that it's not designated for this kind of. But if something comes up, I have to say it immediately. And Kid Cudi being Stefan on the stand,
That's crazy.
that's diabolical.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's diabolical. But today, my friends, today is the tap in. I have to say something at the end of this, but I'll say it later. Today is the tap in because I'm so excited. We are back, the dynamic duo. Today,
Well, let's get it.
to do this tap in. It don't hit the same when you're not here, Doc.
Look,
And
me.
then I got sick the following week after. Like this
Okay.
is crazy. See, it's not just on you, baby. It was me too. The following week, last week, remember we didn't even have
Yeah.
a tap in because I didn't feel good.
Yeah. We had 2 weeks where we didn't do this happening. Understandable. Me
So
tired and you not feeling well, but we are back at it.
we are the dynamic duo is back.
Unite. Let's get it.
Yeah, we form like Voltron. But anyway, today is the tap in. We are going to start with the wonderful. Wait a minute. All right, because I was waiting for that to get on the screen. Hold on. All right, we're going to start with the amazing, wonderful. Now, I don't know if it's amazing and wonderful, and I keep losing Harleys. Has been locked up for weeks now. They probably
Yeah.
feel some kind of way. I'm
They
sorry,
upset.
girls.
They
Shit.
big mad.
They big mad. They've been in
Because
there.
they all been locked up for like 2 weeks, and then we basically didn't do this happening for 2 weeks. So they've been in for about a month
Well,
now.
not, yeah, they like what is going on? So I gotta try my hardest today. We are doing the final exam. We like to call this the pop-up final exam because when we started doing the final exam, we used to save it for the end of the show. But I like the rotation and moving it to the beginning of the show, which gives you guys an opportunity to participate. If that makes sense, you know, move it up a little bit. So, Doc, you want to explain what the final exam is?
Yes. All right. So the final exam is a hip hop quiz. I give 5 clues because I search the clues. I go look at some articles. I review my source magazines, or I just look up current things that's going on with an artist, and I come up with 5 clues for that. Cat and also the audience can guess who the artist is. Cat picks the year. It could be any year she picks, but then I'll find an artist who released the album that year because some of the clues are based on the album, and then some of the clues are just based on the artists themselves. Um, so I'll give each clue. Each clue for Cat is tied to one of her Harleys. Her Harley is her what murder mommies, as you will, or I'm trying to think of what they're the rest of the female pit bulls in a skirt, if you will. But they run the streets wild with Cat.
We are the lionesses.
Oh, the lion. Oh, I'm
We are
sorry.
pack of lionesses.
Well, they're the lionesses. So they run the streets with Cat, but then they get locked up because if Cat don't know all our hip hop history, that's when they go to see their PO officer. If they see their PO officer, then if Cat don't have the answer, then they go back to jail. I'll let Cat explain each level of each of them, but it goes like that. The audience can guess at any time. So if you're out there listening, paying attention, if you think you know who it is, you can chime in the chat. You get as many guesses as you want. So far, we've had 2 audience members that actually have won and beat myself and also Kat. But for the most part, Kat knows her hip hop. She knows her stuff, and she's been holding it down. But for these past basically 2 weeks, the 2 weeks that we missed, they've been in jail for a long time. So I don't know the kind of that. But with that said, I'll let you explain about your Harleys while I get some information about where we stand at in the game.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. It's been rough on the Harleys. They've been locked up. They won't let them out. Sorry. I just had to do a song for them. A little serenading them outside of the prison walls. I love y'all. But number one, she's not too far to me. She still comes to the visiting room, sits down, looks at me with the straight face. She tatted up. She got straight back. She wearing the wife beaters, heavy. She's full blown stud now. Um, I still love her. You feel that's my baby, but that's it. Be like that, and I'm not a gambling woman, so she been locked up forever. Um, number two, she been out once or twice in her lifespan, but she kind of in the same situation with number one. She give me the look, but she still got a little love for me. Number three, she's been out more than either one, number one and number two has. She rocks with me. She just don't like that. It's wishy washy. Sometimes she in, sometimes she out. Number four, she's out majority of the time, but sometimes she gotta go back in. She did too much while she was outside, and so sometimes she gotta go back in. And then my bottom, who has been locked up for 2 weeks, I feel so naked without her. That's my baby. Like I need her outside with me. I feel as long as she outside with me, we can tear this world, tear it up. We can do some things. But right now she's been incarcerated for a while now too, so she's feeling some kind of way. But I love them all. Money on the books. And as long as money on the books, y'all gonna come to the visiting room and see me.
You sound demanding as hell.
Hey, they know what it is. But that's what it is. Alright, so that's how I explain my heart. If they gonna come see me. Long as I'm putting money on the books and I'm making an effort, they gonna make an effort too. And that's how that goes. So, um, it's been so long, but oh, okay, because I was gonna ask you that next. The year, because this is the last year I picked. We are sticking to it. Um, the year is 2010.
Hmm.
I'm a little hopeful. I could get a little bit closer, a little bit, maybe, perhaps. I don't know why I picked these years, but maybe I can get somebody out. One of them. But the year is 2010. That's the year.
Hmm.
Um, man, 2010. Let me see. Reflection on 2010 with me and her. 2010, I had just got my freedom from the traps of the dungeness relationship I called the marriage. Um, Serpentine was doing some things. We was making some moves.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I was rocking with the tattoo shop around that time. Some things was happening. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
hmm I'm hopeful. All right, let's get this thing started.
Oh, you need the score.
Oh wait, I'm waiting on you, baby.
It's there.
I'm looking for my pencil though.
Oh no, the score. The score. Did you do the score?
No, not yet. But
Oh,
I didn't do the score because I started looking for my pencil. I don't know what happened to it, but I get one before the exam starts. Oh, where is my pencil? That's crazy. Let's get to this good score right now. Oh, Doc been showing off lately though. He has. He has. We're gonna get the flowers when the flowers are due. Doc has 20 right now. Cause he done stopped me a couple of weeks in a row. I didn't know what was going on. What the heck? What the helly? Um,
Halliburton, Halle Berry.
um, I still have 53. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I be knowing a little something, something. Our former co-host has five. Mama say, Mama sign on my kusa. I have to say that still. Don't ask me why I say it. He know why I say it. Dot know why I say it. I said to say the things, to not say the things that I could and want to say.
Mm.
Okay? Mama say, Mama sign on my kusa. I don't got nothing bad to say. I'ma just say debatable. Um, our audience has two wins. Y'all need to pick that up for real, for real. Where is my pencil?
Oh, oh, someone not prepared. That sound like that.
Before you sleep too
Oh,
sound.
oh, all right, my bad, my bad.
I'm always prepared. That's why it looks kind of crazy and driving me nuts because I'm always prepared. Um, and right now I have zero Harleys out of prison. I wasn't prepared for that though. I have zero Harleys out of prison, and I gotta try to get them out this week. All right. So now that we've covered that, I'm afraid. What if my booze is locked up longer? All right, let's get this show on the road. Professor, take it away.
All right, y'all. This is hip hop. You lived it. You listened to it. Your mama listened to it. Your daddy listened to it. Your sister listened to it. Your brother listened to it. You probably stole your brother's CD and probably should give it back if you have kindness in your heart. With that being said,
Nope.
if you kicked it with your cousins and stuff, you heard jams playing in the car. If you went to a club, you heard jams playing in the club. So this is a class of hip hop. You've been around it for a long time, especially if you was born in the same year as me and the same year as Cat, 79. So with that being said, I want to make sure everybody's ready. Everybody got the number two pencils. Take a Scantron, pass it down. Do we have any questions? Yes, Miss Cat.
Can I go to the nurse?
What is wrong?
I have an excruciating headache. I need some Tylenol.
Oh well, if you listen to hip hop, you probably be a head nod in effect. So that's probably where it came from. That's what this class is.
I did on Friday.
All
All
right.
right. Okay.
Yep. Fire Fridays. So with that being said, if there's no more questions, is there anybody I need to separate? All right. Everybody look, don't cheat. Y'all live this. Y'all know this is hip hop. It's a pop quiz, but you live this. This is life. This is a culture. Let me know when
Well,
you're ready for the first clue.
I'm ready. I say I'm ready with hesitance because I don't know if I'm really ready. I don't know if I'm ever ready, but I'm ready.
Okay.
Because I don't know why I picked these years.
First clue.
Oh, gosh. Alrighty, why did I pick this year? So, I didn't even read it yet. So first clue, this album released in 2010 takes title from a Renaissance political philosopher. Unlike its namesake, this 2010 release is notably aggressive. What? Featuring a sound described as trap or brash. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
There's a lot of hmms going on. We in church?
Hmm. Hmm. Some clues there. Album was released in 2010. We know that. Renaissance political philosopher. Who's Renaissance? Mm. She
Can't give
not getting out. I'm sorry, baby. I tried, but
me.
I got an idea. But at the same time,
At the same time. What?
I don't know. And I just can't take that gamble. We gonna move on to number two. I love you, number one. You already know what time it is, shorty. You gotta come to this visitor room as long as I put money on your books. Yeah, I gotta talk to you like that now because you a stud. All right, go ahead.
She like this gonna be the last time.
No, it ain't. It ain't. It ain't. It ain't. I keep you with money in the inside. I make sure you good in there. You run that joint. It ain't over. It ain't over till I say it's over. All right,
Oh,
next.
okay. All right. All right. So here's clue number two. Number two, she's walking out. Look, she looked depressed. She looked disheveled. She upset. But
She'll be all right. Come on, we gonna get it. We
number
gonna get
two,
it. Bro. Work with your girl. Let me see what I could do. If I can't do nothing, I love you. Money always on the books. She don't look depressed. She alright. 'Cause, number one got her. They hold each other down. In 2011, this artist was featured on Double XL's freshman class cover. Oh my gosh. Hmm.
Mm.
2011. I'm trying to remember what that freshman cover looked like. You know what? Some of their decision making when it comes to the freshman cover makes me not give two cents about the freshman cover. So I'm trying to remember because sometimes I'll be like, what?
Nah, well, I don't want to disrupt your thinking, but I have a different take on that.
I mean, it's not even a take, it's just how I personally feel. Sometimes I myself, nobody else, am just so impressed with the selection that I do not pay attention to the freshman cover anymore.
Okay.
And I mean, that's real talk. That's how I be feeling. Like, I don't know. I don't know about that one. The plant. Look, Drake, for example. Whatever. Um, Number two is going to stay in there too because I do not.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't remember that cover because I wasn't that invested.
Okay, okay, okay. So number two's headed back to Gen Pop.
Money on the books.
All right, all
You
right.
already sure that you a number one goddess. Yeah, somebody gotta be in there temporarily to make
Okay,
sure we know what's going on the inside and the out. Listen, we gangsters. We know how to move.
okay.
My bad. Number three.
Number three. Here we go.
Yeah,
Straight your way, no delay.
number three. We in there. Let's go. We hope we in there anyway. The artist ran. Um, Let me not read it. All right. Oh, not on a presidential campaign, so a satirical presidential campaign in 2015, advocating for policies such as legalizing Mary Jane. I'm in love with Mary Jane. I am. She's Mary Jane. Yes.
And for a simple
No.
fact, I want you to know I did kind of update this portion of the question because it's the I approve this message.
Hold on, let me finish this. Hold on. Mary Jane.
Do,
I
do,
am in love with Mary
do.
Jane. She is my main thing. She makes me feel alright. She makes my heart. And when I'm feeling, my name is Kat Lee, and I approve this message.
Bling.
Yes, but who did a satire? Oh, 2015. I'm trying to think back. 2015. JoJo was three. Hmm. Who would do something like that? There's a few people that come to mind, but not. Hmm. Few people that come to mind. It's not him though, because I already mentioned him. Um. Oh. Oh. This one is mind tingling. Um. Number three, not this week, baby, because
Mm.
I don't know. But I got you. I'm working on it, baby. You know how I do. You know I'm always working on a way to set you free. I love you, girl. I love you. Money on the book. You come outside, we're gonna tear these streets up. Love you. Heart.
Damn, that's funny as fuck. But all right. So number three.
Don't mess with my pen. All right.
So number three goes back, right?
Yeah. Don't mess.
Damn.
My left hand is strong. That's why she love me. Love you, girl.
She
Yeah.
be like, I've been in here for like a month. I'm used to at
She
least being
is
out every
all
month.
right. She could have been in there for years. A month ain't gonna hurt her.
All right, all right. So you
Give
ready for
me,
number four?
Let's move on to number four. I feel like I'm getting close, but I just,
All right, number
Uh,
4.
this is so scary. This is so scary. I'm afraid.
Don't be afraid.
First, I was afraid. I was petrified.
You what is
Um,
what were you listening to? All this like Rick James and what's the lady name?
Donna Summers. Let's go. I listened to a lot of stuff over this last weekend going into the week. You know, sometimes I gotta switch it up. Listen, this Diddy, can I cuss it? Yeah, I can. This Diddy
Okay.
shit is dark, so I gotta chop it up. I gotta do a little comedy, listen to a little music. I don't know why I listen to Rick James because that's along the same lines, but whatever. Um, if you think about it, he did hold a bitch hostage. You ain't going nowhere, bitch. Um, anyway, born in Queens, New York, this artist later moved to Georgia, Queens to Georgia. Okay, known for their distinctive ad libs. I couldn't even see. I'm freaking blind as crap. I gotta find my glasses. Often incorporating sounds like bow wow, bow bow bow. Oh
Oh,
wait,
look, somebody woke up a little bit.
wait. Waka Flocka, Waka Flocka Flame. Final answer.
Final answer?
I said my final answer. Damn it.
You are correct. It's Waka Flocka Flame.
Damn, you raised a great son. I love Dub Agnew, by the way. Once you put
All
Bow
right,
Bow Bow
so
got in there, I knew who we was talking about. Like, ah! Waka Flocka Flame.
this was the last clue.
Alright, sorry.
Let
Oh,
me update the score.
child, I got two of them out at least.
Oh,
Related to Deb Antony. Related to that girl Deb, a prominent figure in hip hop management in the hip hop management world, and a prominent figure in the Queens streets. I added that part because we know what Deb is. We heard about Deb. Deb a gangster. Stop playing with it. She just was smart enough to be like, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm find something safe to do. Yeah, don't play with Deb though. Aha, Waka Flocka Flame. Flocka Valley. Um, 2010. Yes. That bow 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 give you away every time, Waka. I'm gonna just say.
okay, okay, okay.
That bow bow bow. Listen, he got some songs that was my joint, and that bow 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 was in there. Waka Flocka Flame. That's the answer. I did alright tonight. I didn't get all my chips out, but I did get the point.
You got a point. You got a point. I
Yeah.
did the I did update this and I did adjust it, but you did get your point.
Ow! I got my point because the number was like a 53. I don't like to. I like it to have the even number at the end. So that's very sexy right there. Dot has 20. He been doing this thing. He been coming up. It's about time for me to have my time. Shit. Um, I currently have 54 because the champ is here. Our
Mhm.
former co-host has 5. I have 54, so I don't got no beef with his 5. And our audience currently has 2. And I got 2 of my homies out of prison. Hard work, girls. It was hard work. But I did it. Y'all outside with me. I'm not completely naked. Now we gotta figure out how to get the other girls out because it's crazy out here in these streets. Um, but yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
All right,
tonight
so
about
this
it,
is
Okay, go ahead.
the question where I was gonna ask, what's the next year?
Hmm.
Mm, gotta think.
Hmm. Let's do, mm, hmm, let's do 2009.
One year back, 2009. All right.
Yeah, 2009.
2009. It is locked in for next week's final exam.
Yeah, yeah. I want to go listen to some Waka Flocka. Don't know why. Just 'cause I want to cause some chaos. Me and my Harleys, we outside right now, and I feel like we need Waka Flocka make you want to go and just start some trouble somewhere. Maybe a few mosh pits.
And if you get a chance, go look up the Waka Flocka commercials when he was doing the parody of running for president about legalizing marijuana.
I think I remember that now a little bit though.
I'm walking. I approve this message.
Yeah, I remember that now. At least he knew he was running for president. I'm trying to figure out what seat I'm running for, but whatever the seat is, my name is Ted Lee, and I approve this message.
Bling.
Ah! All right, I like that. That was fun. That was real fun. Now, while you were missing, I just want to recap a few things, and then all right. So I want to recap a few things because you weren't here, and we're gonna keep it moving. But there's one in particular that has been on my mind all day to talk to you about. Do you remember if you step on a crack, you break your mother's back?
Yes.
You
Yeah. Second on the crack, you break him on his back. And it was one other thing that went with it too. That
step on the line. No,
fuck, I can't remember the other part, but it was some.
I
I remember it
can't.
was something else that went with it.
Dang, I'm trying my hardest to remember what it was.
Step on the crack, you break your mother's back. Step on the line. Fuck. Is this step on the line though?
I felt like it was, but I think it
That
was.
sounds familiar,
I
but I
feel
remember it
like
was
it
like
was
a
something else to it too, though.
hmm.
Like it was a whole thing.
Yeah,
And
it was.
go ahead.
I can't remember. Look,
Yeah,
I would Google it just to see like step on the crack, you break your mother's back, and I remember it was something else, but I could. Everybody knew the step on the crack, you break your mother's back part, but I
yeah.
don't think everybody remembered the other part all the time.
Hold on, I'm about to find out right now because that has been heavy on my mind. And you know why it was heavy on my mind today? Because I went walking, right?
Okay,
Made my 8 miles for the day, right?
okay, congrats.
Yeah, that's always sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Here lately, um, it hasn't been happening as often as I would like it to happen. But it's okay. Hold on a sec, I found it. Okay, all right, they got one here. Hold on, let's see what we got. Okay, the phrase "step on a crack, break your mother." Oh shit! Come on, I'm sorry. Oh no, I can cuss now. "Step on a crack, break your mother's back" is okay. It's a folklore, a childhood superstition that against the stepping on a crack in the sidewalk will
Hmm.
cause harm to one's mother. Its origin can be traced back to the traditional folklore and children's rhymes, which often incorporated whimsical and ominous themes um, to convey moral lessons. Now, this here, they got the whole breakdown of where folklore, all that. Dang, I just wanted to know what the rest of the rhyme was. They just
They break
start
that. They
doing
break
it.
it all down.
Man, they start breaking it all the way down. I just wanted to know. Hold on, here we go. I think I got it. Okay, step on a crack. Hold on, let me get this down. Step on a crack, you'll break your mother's back. Step on a line, you'll break your father's spine. Step
Uh,
in a ditch, your mother's nose will itch. Step in the dirt, you'll tear your father's shirt. And that's how it's supposed to went.
okay, I
But
knew it was. I at least knew the second line was something, but I didn't know all the rest of the other ones either, though.
yeah, I didn't know. I was gonna say I didn't know the rest of it. I just knew step on the crack, you break your mother's back. I knew to step on the line, but I think because I'm from the hood, the scary thing is that your mother eats swine.
All right.
It's a lot of Muslims where I grew up at. You feel me?
Oh, okay. Makes sense then.
So,
Makes sense.
so eating swine is like, oh my gosh. So yeah, it was something like stuff on the crack in the hood, only in the hood.
Yeah, step on the crack. I mean, and it was
Stuff
a
on
whole
the crack,
thing.
break your mother's back, or you break your mother back. Stuff on the line, your mother eats swine. And,
The funny thing about that is like most cities and everything have sidewalks that are laid down in like slabs. It's very rare you see a city with a straight line of sidewalk.
mhm.
But it was like you'll be walking and all of a sudden somebody will say that. Then for the rest of the walk home,
You have
school,
to
to the
you
corner
have to
store,
walk over the
everybody's hopping over the line and stuff. That was hilarious. Now that I think back on it.
what? Like everybody losing their mind. Oh no, can't stop on the line.
Yep.
Oh no, crack. So you dodging.
That used to happen. But it's like who thought of that? And then how I mean, I understand it's tradition,
Mhm.
but how come you go through like a whole day without thinking about it? Then somebody says it, and then it's on the top of your head for the rest of the day.
Some badass little kid was like, I'm off the fucking shit. Stop on the crack, you break your mother's back. Oh no, I don't want to break my mother's
Yeah, you
back.
hopping around playing hopscotch and shit, trying to avoid cracks in the sidewalk.
Right.
And oh, don't have that one part of the sidewalk where a tree root them broke through.
Mm-hmm.
That whole sidewalk is messed up, so you got to
It's
walk in
not
the
good
street.
cracks. You feel me? I'm glad my daughter never played outside to hear that because she probably believed that. So every time we'd be walking, she'd be like, Ma! Like, listen, it's not true. It's not true.
Yeah, and until some weird coincidence happens, look, you try to prove it's not true, and something bad
No,
happens, you'd be
listen,
like,
I have stepped on a many a cracks because, when you get older, you don't have time to be focusing on stepping on cracks and lines.
"True."
And my mother has never had a broken back.
Well,
And for my hood side, I can't say that my mother never ate swine, but I won't say that it's because I stepped on the line that she ate swine. She was eating it way before I learned this nursery rhyme.
but your mom was from down south, so of course she ate swine.
Exactly. That's my whole point. My mother's from North Carolina. She eat
Yeah,
the swine. Okay.
yeah.
So I'm not going to take accountability for her eating swine because I stepped on a few lines. Just not doing it.
Childhood stuff would be so wild, though. Childhood stuff is so wild. Like when you reflect back on it, it's like the things we would come up with, and the little you can call them the hood tales or the folklore of the wives' tales. It's
Right.
crazy as hell. But then something's kind of funny too, because like I know kids nowadays, they don't even know half this stuff is anymore.
They don't. They
So
don't. I'm gonna tell you what they don't know about. I said I was bringing back some of the stuff that we didn't get to discuss a little while back because
okay.
of the circumstances. One thing they don't hear no more is I brought you into this world and I could take you out.
But this is whole new soft parenting stuff. I'll say it that way. To me, I know a lot of parents that operate in this manner. I know some of them didn't grow up in that manner.
Right.
And I also can see the difference that their kids have some positive,
Yeah.
but impulse control and not fearing stuff the right way is, in
Right.
my opinion, that's the thing that I have. I'm like,
Absolutely.
oh, your little kid think they can say anything to anybody anytime because they've never been actually hit for real.
Let me say this. I've never told my daughter that I can, and I'm gonna tell you why I've never told her that. I never told my daughter that I brought you into this world and I could take you out. because
Hmm.
my line of thinking when I was young and I used to hear this was, no, you can't, because you're gonna go to jail. So
Well,
you're gonna spend the rest of your life in prison for killing me over some food that I ate that you didn't want me to eat, and then I got a little smart, a little facetious with you, and now you're gonna go to jail. No, you're not.
like, be happy your mom was my mama because that's a challenge now.
Nah, I didn't say it to her. I was not stupid. I've never been a stupid
That's the thing
girl.
me and you have this battle with about.
But
I
in
would
my
say something
mind,
like,
I'm like, why are you saying that? Because you're not gonna kill me.
you be close to, you would think you were
You're
dead.
gonna whip my ass. I'm gonna get a spanking. I'm gonna be punished for 2 weeks, but you're not gonna kill me. That's not. I'm not gonna die.
All right. And
No parent that ever said that to their kids actually did that shit to their kids.
nah.
I don't know nobody like
Well, I know
normally
parents. Well, there was.
they just kill them. They don't say, "I brought you into this world. I can take you out." That's a threat. They don't usually threaten them. They just do it.
I don't. I don't. I don't. This is a good one though, because I can't say that I don't think any parent ever said that and actually did it, but I will say that I'm fully aware of the parents that actually did this to their
Do it.
kids.
There are parents that actually do it, but not nobody who's actually said that has ever actually done it. But
I,
it did put the fear. Now I don't say that to my daughter, but I do let her know just how I put the fear. I know I can fight.
what's the worst threat? Is that a better one?
Nah, cause she be knocking if she button, so I gotta let her know I can fight.
Okay, I respect it.
Don't get it twisted. I don't like fighting,
Uh,
but I can fight.
so
I've
all right,
been
so
known
you
to
tell me you
spank
can
a
fight.
little butt here and there. And these was people that was my peers, not no kids, but I still got it every young stuff. Chill out, cub. Chill out. Um,
You said chill out, cub.
yeah, chill out, cub. Chill out. You know, you a little bit too pouncy right now. Don't make me
Is
chill
that
out.
it's like because I'm not a parent, but is that the thing that I got to ask this in two ways?
If you have a kid, they are always gonna try you.
But to
Depending
me,
on
there's
the
a
depending on the type of parent you are, melanated or clear, is
mhm.
how you handle that.
Well, and I'm balancing this with my own
If
experience.
not, go ahead, go ahead, because
When I'm balancing with my experience, it's the one thing I'm like, I was always a smart kid, but being a smart kid also means that no, I'm not lying. I'm saying really everything that you say you hate the parents say, I kind of got why they said it, but I'm like, I'll prove you wrong because I think it's funny because I know you probably only heard this from your parents too. But there was a thing because when I got bigger than my mom, that's when I noticed it was a kind of a different situation. It was when I said something smart, it was more of a aware, a crazy aggression. But even with my dad, it was the same way. Of he would jump to, oh, so you think you can fight me? I'm like, I
right,
never said
because
nothing to
you're
fight.
older now, and I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, I'm not automatically, but sometimes, and like I said, it's not with my daughter. It's not necessarily what she says. It may be an action like she trying to play fight, and she getting a little bit
Well, but
too
I think
handsy. She getting a little bit too handsy, and I don't really like play fighting at
I'm not
all,
a play fighter either. But all
because
right, okay, I see what you're saying.
I want, if I'm fighting, it's for real. It's not for play. Um, but she'll get a little bit too handsy. Now, one time she tried it, and I did start shadow boxing with her, but then my hand slipped and it kind of
She got tapped.
actually,
She got tapped.
nah, it wasn't even a tap, yo. It was she buckled, and it scared the out of me because I'm like, I mean, you feel me? So she knows it's real when I say, like, mommy got quick hands, and she got a mean right hook. So calm that down. But
Okay.
her saying something or expressing herself or being a smart ass because she has her moment. I let her know like, all right, I'm not about to do that with you because it's going to take it somewhere you don't have to go, and she chill out. You feel me? But if by chance she ever decided that she wanted to swim well or she getting the inkling, I have to let her know from time to time I can fight, and that's all that needs to be said. I'm
Okay.
not about to say I brought you in this world. I'm gonna take you out. Why the hell would I do that? It took me 19 hours to get you here.
Oh no,
9 months,
see,
9 months of carrying you inside of me and not having my body to myself, and
but
19 hours to push you out. No epidural, no
but
drug.
that's the harsh thing.
So I don't want to kill you, but I will beat your ass.
But that's the thing that it was always funny because what you just said, my mom, in the sense of she'd be like, "I just make another one,"
Nah, I ain't making no
and like, and
nothing.
then look, she'll add insult to injury, and he or she will have basically almost your same name and get your room.
Yeah, but that don't mean they gonna be any better. They could be just like you.
That's the crazy part to me. Though. I'm
And
like,
I
wow,
would have got in trouble because I was like, they just gonna be just like me.
all right. But see, you could get me. I would probably. Well, I don't
I
think I would
couldn't
think
get
about
away.
that.
Have you not heard anything I told you about my upbringing? I couldn't get away with nothing. I would have
Yeah,
got in trouble for that. I wouldn't have got away with that. But
but I guess it's
you
different
talking
because
about you gonna take me out and you gonna make another one. I hate to be on my whole yeah, make another one. It's just gonna be like me. I'm gonna reincarnate in that child.
okay,
And you're
but
gonna have
that's
the
the
same
funniest thing that
experience all over again. You're gonna take them out too. See how stupid that sounds? It sounds crazy. I,
and and there's people that are actually crazy. But all right, so
yeah,
what
but
else is the?
whatever. My last one, when they used to tell us that sitting too close to the TV was gonna make us blind. That was a
All
lie.
right, so
That was a lie.
I
Medically, that's a lie.
all right. As much as it could have been a lie, I'm basically virtually blind without my glass eyes in my eyes. So hey, I did see close to the TV.
But that no, medically, it's been proven
Yes, I
that
know
that is
medically,
a
but it's
lie.
funny. Medically, but it's funny.
We blind, and if you're gonna be blind, you're just gonna be blind. But that is a lie.
Yes, but it's funny because in the theory, my mom could say, "Oh yeah, you blind, huh?" I'll be like, "Damn it, you right."
But it ain't from what you said I was gonna be blind from.
True, but it's still funny.
And that's what I
Just
say. If my mother said that to me, and you said kept on sitting close to the TV, I'd be like, no, that's not why I'm blind. That's not why. That's a lie. Medically, that's a lie.
medically, yeah, that is medically it is a lie, but it's still a funny coincidence.
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
craziness. It's a lie. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at them three things right there because I was trying to catch up with the things, but while you wasn't here, I wasn't able to like banter off of you like I
Oh,
normally do. So I was like, I gotta bring them back.
and if I was there, there's a one thing about sitting too close to the TV too. I wanted to throw this in. I hope it's not in the bag. Is your daddy a glass maker?
No, I didn't put that in the bag because
You've heard that one though.
I have heard it.
All right.
No, well, how it's set up here is your father does not make glass,
Yeah.
and he was like, "You're too smart."
Get up and move back from the TV because that whole sitting close to the TV thing also was connected to that because if other people that because as a kid you can
You
sit on the
standing in
floor.
front of the television and people like,
Yeah,
"Your
because remember
father
the
ain't
adults.
no glass maker."
No, but remember the adults would sit on the couch and then the kids had to sit on the floor.
Right, and your father ain't no glass maker because you trying. So
How did that make it so far in the world?
I don't know,
Well, at
but
least in black culture, how did it make
in,
it so
in,
far?
in
That's amazing.
African American culture, I don't know. Somebody, the first person that had like a television, the first black person that had a television was like, listen, you sitting too close, you sitting too close. And then the other one, you in my damn way. Your father ain't no glass maker, like, but it was the first person in the community, the first African American person that had a television set. They made that up.
You got to, but think how crazy. even if you playing like clowning people, that's a crazy one to think of. Your daddy ain't no glass maker.
Exactly. Like, how you know? He might be. Like,
Like, nah, dude, it's like you don't even
he
know who
might.
your dad
He
is.
might have. He might have switched jobs. He might be. He might find great pleasure in making glass. You don't know that. He might be.
That's
But
true though. But yeah, that the sitting too close to the TV gonna make you blind. It's only funny now because I think about it, I'm like I'm almost basically blind, and
it
I
ain't
know
time
it's
for what you. I think about that. Like I'm damn near blind. Look, I had an issue earlier reading.
yeah,
I'm damn near blind, but it ain't come from what you said it was going to come from.
it did, but it's still funny though because it's like, hmm. Look, what if I did do this one thing? Would it still be the same?
Right.
Hypothetically,
I'm
just
still
making
going to be
fun of it, but it's
blind.
still funny as hell.
Oh my gosh. And I was just thinking when I pulled that one, I was thinking about Saturday morning. You got your bowl of cereal.
Card
You feel me?
Saturday
You
morning
try to
cartoons.
post up in front of the television, watch your Saturday morning cartoons, and then some smart ass gonna come out of there. You sit too close to the TV. You gonna be blind.
The other
Can
part
I
about
just
that too,
watch Thundercats in peace, please?
for real. But no, the other part about that is why would they even say that?
All right. Trying to scare the bejesus out of us so we get back away from the TV. Because us being too close was annoying.
But we wasn't bothering nobody.
We
You be right
wasn't.
there, probably sitting. Look, it's called Indian style. They my younger
Right.
cousin trying to say
Bowling
this.
our little lap spoon, not even
Yeah,
holding the spoon
just chilling.
properly. We holding it backwards.
The whole grip, the full grip. Yeah, but just chilling, watching, like you said, Thundercats, Silverhawks, He Man, She-Ra, all them things. And this is before and look. This is before
Uh-huh.
Cartoon Network, where you had a block of cartoons.
Right.
That was it. And
Thinking
then
in your bowl of cereal, and then here comes some smart ass. Like, back away from that TV, you gonna go blind.
I
I
actually
can
can
see
think.
everything clear as day. Lionel just slapped the shit out. It's like, no.
He said, I can see everything clear as day. No,
Lionel
you know
just
what I think it
slapped the
was?
shit out of
No, because I'm thinking about it now. You know what I think it was?
what?
That was a time that if an adult didn't want to be up, because you would wake up, because one, you don't got to go to school.
Right.
You're gonna get your entertainment. The TV was basically yours, and you
Mm-hmm.
probably sat close because you're pretending because it's yours. And
Because
then
you
if
ain't
you and
on
your
your own. It's
siblings,
like your own miniature movie theater.
yes, that's really what it was.
Right.
So that's why, look, if somebody asks me now to this day, I'm like, no, I probably said super close because it was my time for the TV. I didn't have to watch what adults want to watch. I got to
Right.
watch what I wanted to watch.
Right.
And but then all of a sudden, like you said, somebody wake up,
Right.
headed to the
And
kitchen or
now they
something, come
got
out
something to say. Never mind all them times that they don't walk past the television and stood in front of
right
the
in front of right in front of
television.
it, looking down at it, like
But you
watching
got
this
something
show.
to say to me about how close I'm sitting. I'm just
You were
saying.
funny.
Mm, mm, mm.
That is true.
Never mind. And I thought about that. Never mind all them times you don't walk past the TV, stood in front of it, and just stood there. You close as hell to the TV. Now I said back up. You too close to the TV. You want to go blind, and I'd be an asshole.
I would say
But
it
you
though.
know, you couldn't say them kind of things as a child. You paid high consequences for your actions.
I accept the consequences because I'm like, oh, this is how it works. I say that shit, but that's me
But
though.
you know, logically, I've always been a logical child.
Me too, but
But
it's
I used to
different.
always think that you keep saying this to me, but yet you stopping right dead smack in front of the TV. How dare you? How
You
dare
was
you
you was
interrupt
offended.
Thundercats? Now I done missed a whole couple minutes. I don't even know what just happened because you want to have something to say. Anyway, it's time for me to show some love, y'all. I'm sorry that I'm having anger issues right now. but it just made me mad. Like that ain't even what made us blind. We was gonna be blind anyway. How about our diet?
Look, all the sugary cereal.
Yeah. How about all that damn shit? Hey, that's your fault. Because you bought the cereal. I didn't buy the cereal. I might have said I wanted it, but you could have said no. Hmm.
Okay, okay.
Sorry. I'm venting about this TV thing. It used to make me mad. What?
The TV one is a very,
It's a trigger.
because it's a thing. No, it's a thing, and like you saying, if I think back on it, because I was thinking like, why did I sit so? And I'm like, you know why? Because there was a
Because
time
it's my
when
little bubble. It was
nobody
my
else was
little
up.
space. Ain't nobody messing with me. And I'm watching my Saturday morning cartoons, got my bowl of cereal,
Yeah, because
and my
it was
oil holding it retardedly.
no, because I remember when, because also I think the thing is, even what was playing, if my brother was there, he was still younger, but it
Yeah,
was what he wanted to see too. So he would be sitting right next to me, and we
right.
just literally right there in front of the TV.
Just look at it. It's your own miniature movie theater.
Yeah,
And
until
that's why we sat so close to the television. Because we was in our own little world. We had our, if we go to the
oh
movies, you gotta stop to the concession stand, get you some snacks. Well, we had ours. We had our cereal.
yeah,
And our favorite cartoons was rolling. And here
hmm
come your hating ass, your big grown hating ass, talking about sitting close to the TV. And you lied. Because that is not true. We'll
was
get
also the thing too, the fact that I would respect the rules that I'm not supposed to sit on the couch.
right, but you said I can't sit on the couch, so I'm sitting on the floor. Damn it!
Yeah,
Why you gotta come dictate where I place myself on the floor? I'm not on the couch.
yeah, yeah. No, you're right. You're right. But I'm, as an adult right now at this exact moment, I'm breaking down everything what I really felt about the moments and everything. But I'm
Yeah,
also
yeah.
reflecting
You
like,
told
oh
me I
wow,
couldn't sit on the couch. You told me stop letting your air in and out of the house.
yep,
What
all
more
those
do you
things.
want from me? Anyway, it is now time for me to show some love. I want to give some love, y'all. I'm sorry I'm venting about childhood. I will continue to do this in these nostalgia moments because I got some more that I want to run across Doc's brilliant mind, and we just couldn't cover them all because we are already where we need to be. So I will make sure that I hold on to the rest because I have some more that I want to discuss as well. Um, but it is now time for me to show some love. So let me give some live love. I want to give some love to anybody who's watching from Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. We love you. We want more of you. Thank you so much. Thanks. That's live love or replay love if you replay it. If you're not catching it live and you want to go replay it, whatever. But we love you guys and appreciate you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Doc, you need to.
No, remember when you switched it, so I bring everything in here now.
Oh yeah, all right. So no, okay, so good. You don't got no props in there, do you?
Know what?
Props.
No, I'm not doing any props.
Okay, I gotta make
I'm
sure.
not doing any props. I'm doing my messages that I normally would do when I walk away. I have to
Okay,
do them here now.
all
So
right. I'm just checking because you know you be tricky. You just be
no,
thinking.
I'm
I'll be like, where the hell did that come from? Anyway, it is now time for me to give some love notes. I said love notes. It's time to get to the love notes. Love notes. They are our listening audience. We have a nice size. I'm not gonna say it's humongous, but anything over 20,000 is a nice size listening audience. And so I like to make sure that I give them love because they're not watching, they're just listening. And they come from far and wide to listen to this podcast on the internet, which is so vast. And so I like to show them love. So it is now time for the love notes. How do we come up with the name the love notes? Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. So I used to call it love because it's always been love to me. But this dude right here, that's why I asked him did he have props because he used to call it show notes, and I said I'm never gonna call it that. Ew, no. So Doc and I used to bicker back and forth. Like the Brazilian man, he's not Brazilian, by the way. He's full African American. And the Brazilian woman, I'm not Brazilian, by the way. I'm full African American woman. Um, but and it's an inside joke. But we used to bicker, and then finally we came to the compromise, and we decided to call it love notes. How do we come to the compromise? We realized that there is no love without compromise, so now we call it love notes. Doc also said, because sometimes he be saying stuff. That's why I be doing Doc and say it. Doc also said that I had a stack of papers the size of a composition notebook. That's the props I'm talking about, people. I did not, but I did have a lot of papers. But in all fairness, there's a lot of cities, states, countries, and territories on these papers, these said alleged papers that do not exist anymore. Well, I do have a few copies, but I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore. We found green, and Doc has no reason to pull off the props anymore.
No.
No reason whatsoever. It is now time for the love notes. I love y'all so much. Oh, wait. Hold on, honey, because we violating already. This don't happen. All right, now we can do it right. Huh. No, I don't like no words coming across my screen when I'm trying to show my love. I love y'all that much. It is now time for the love. It's all love. Thank you for the love. I love y'all. Oh my goodness. Shout out to the top six, the United States, the United Kingdom, India, China, Canada, Belgium, specifically Brussels. Thank y'all for the love and dedication and loyalty and how y'all come back every time. I love y'all. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, babies. Listen, some of these people repeat also. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. You guys are so wonderful. Thank you. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, France, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, Czech Republic, Portugal, Morocco. Hi, I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sending my love notes. I love you. Ghana, Lithuania, Finland, Cameroon, Lithuania, Sweden, Bangladesh, and Latvia. Oh my gosh, you guys are incredible. Thank you for the love. Thank you. Um, Hungary, Greece, Denmark, Jamaica, Slovakia, Ukraine, Peru. Ah, love you too, Jamaica. Bow, bow, bow. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Italy and Egypt, I love you as well. I think I said Finland was a new city. I mean, a new country the other day. They are not. They've been on others. I'm sorry. I had cotton mouth. I had cotton mouth because I had a session with Mary Jane earlier, and sometimes she give me cotton mouth.
Okay. No worries.
I told y'all I'm in love with Mary Jane.
She's your main thing.
Yeah, she my main thing. She probably is more so nowadays my only thing. I love her. Yeah. She makes me feel alright,
Like
and
this
she
is not
makes me heart sing.
red wired, so I understand.
She takes me to paradise. Um. Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, I had to get this one. Like saying the list and know that I already was on the verge of cotton mouth, and then to have to do the list. I was like, I'm so dry. I'm so dry right now. So dry. Um. But man, we thank y'all over here. We thank y'all so much. It's extraordinary, and I don't quit because y'all keep coming back, and so that says I'm doing something right. And I would feel like a loser if I quit now. So let's get to what Doc has said.
Can I say something before you do what Doc had said? By the way,
No, because Doc, you had said it already. But go ahead.
go.
Go ahead. Say it. Say it. What?
I am going to make a Doc had said, and I'm going to add in the CB, and you have to say it because you read everything when Doc had said, but you never read any other time I have said something.
I mean, you do say some other stuff too, but
I thought
this
about
is
that. I'm
this
like,
is
I know how to
this
get her
is
now.
your
I know how to
shine
get
moment. Listen, Doc always saying something. I've been told them that you always got something to say though. I've been said it. How we think we came up with the whole? If I gotta ask you if you got props, because you had said
no, you show and tell cat. I just like, oh, she like the show and tell stuff, so I can
no,
do that
but
too.
no, but you got jokes. No, we ain't even doing it. You got jokes. Whatever. Doc has said. That's what Doc has said. He said that I had a stack.
All right.
That's what Doc has said. But anyway, let's get to what Doc has said on here. Um, Doc has said top flight, catch the vibes, the final exam. Oh let's do it. I'm about to go wild. I'm about to go. Oh, about to start a marsh pit. Stop playing with me. I'm about to go outside.
The
Go
weather's getting
ahead.
good down here, so I'm assuming it's good up there.
What?
You say you about to go outside. Look. We do
Oh
this
yeah.
show.
Well, this week is a little cooler, but we've hit the 70s. I like the 70s. We've
Oh,
hit the last week. We hit the 70s and the 80s. I like those numbers. They work for me.
okay.
It is spring here in Baltimore. We got our first. Speaking of that, we got the first tornado we've had in a very, 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 very long time. I'm talking about hundreds of years. We got one the other day. It was so weird.
My well, I want you to do it. I don't want to take up time.
Go ahead. What you was gonna say?
No, I don't know if you know about all the whole things in the Midwest. The other half of my family from the Midwest. My
Mhm.
uncle's home, which is my great great grandmother's home, they have roof damage from the tornadoes that went through, but they weren't affected as crazy. But there's a lot of people in the Midwest that were heavily affected by the tornadoes that came through and
Yeah,
everything.
we weren't. We didn't have like it wasn't crazy crazy, but a lot of trees went down.
Hmm.
Um, what is it called? The Merritt Athletic Club
Okay.
in the Canton area. If you don't know what the Canton area is, the Canton area is like the waterfront properties.
Okay.
By not far from Fells Point, not far from the Inner Harbor. Um, the Merritt Athletic Club, their roof came off and the windows got blown out,
That's a tornado.
and people were still in there, but the building didn't come down. It was just the roof. A lot of trees. I seen a truck a truck was toppled over, but it was a lot of trees. But that was the first. Well, in the neighborhood, it didn't. It didn't do anything. It was basically like they caught it in the city, and they was like to see it come in the building was so crazy. So that's mind blowing because we don't really get those. We get hurricanes, yes, we get them in abundance. Tropical season is crazy here in Baltimore, but we don't really get no tornadoes. Like the further out west you go, like in the western parts of the state,
Mhm.
maybe in the southern parts of the state, but Baltimore City, diabolical.
Do y'all get affected by the nor'easters? I remember that when I was in Delaware. That was like a big thing in Delaware area.
Depends. I mean, but we don't get those often, like
Okay.
those issues that often. Let's just say, remember when Canada was having all the wildfires,
Hmm.
the smoke was affecting us too.
Oh yeah, smoke will travel the soot
Yeah,
and everything.
and
Yeah,
it was like red here for a minute, like the skies was red because of those fires for a minute. So we deal with some things. I do not complain about having all four seasons though, because it teaches me how to handle all types of weather. But because some people be like, oh well, y'all get snow. I don't mind that too much. Now I know That if I'm in a snowstorm, how to handle it. You feel
Take a
me?
vacation.
I get some
Leave.
I get somewhere stuck in the snow. I know what I need to do. The spring, got thunderstorms and shit. Summer heat waves. You learn from that. Fall, because the fall we get. That's like the beginning of the fall. That's like where some of the tropical weather comes into, because that's where we most susceptible to like hurricanes and stuff. But it lets me know how to handle it just in case I'm in a situation where I might gotta handle it. So I don't mind it too much. But yeah, we did have a little tornado that hit the city, which was so rare, and it's almost as rare as freaking cows running down North Avenue and then getting on 83 and going to downtown Baltimore. It's rare. That I still say that cow had GPS. I don't care what nobody says. Because how you know to get on 83 to go downtown? Listen, how did the cow know to go straight down North Avenue, hit 83, and then 83 would take the cow to downtown Baltimore? That
Look,
cow had a GPS.
what you say about reincarnation?
Huh. It was here already and had already ran down North Avenue, hit 83, and then went downtown to
Oh, another weird thing too.
what?
Shout out to the people that are, oh, not shout out. That was kind of bad, but hopefully everybody was okay because there was a decent sized earthquake in Tennessee.
Yeah, it's crazy that's running around here. Things are changing in the world, but that's another conversation for another day in my conspiracy mind. I do be having some conspiracy theories. I just don't spread them to I don't disseminate them because I don't want people to think I'm crazy. I actually am already crazy, and y'all kind of know that low key, but I don't have to display it. Anyway, worldwide, I bet if someone watching ambitiously on the phone, it is closer than we sat in front of the TV on Saturday. It definitely is closer. Just think about it. Let me grab my
I know.
phone
That's
real
what.
quick.
Look, I thought that was the one I thought about. I'm like, wait,
I'll be holding my phone
you,
right here. This is closer and probably more damaging to my eyes than the television set was.
no. You know what you could do now? You know how you want to do like if kids are on punishment, you want them to have the rotary phone.
Yeah.
You just walk around and tell kids, "Hey, put your phone further away. You too close to your phone."
Put it
It's
across
the
the
same
room.
thing but new.
You sitting too close to your phone or your tablet.
Think
listen,
about it.
listen. But yeah, real talk. Like you probably do more damage with your damage to your eyes holding your phone at the proximity that you hold it than the television set. We was just sitting on the
Look,
floor.
you ever been
I'm
on
just
your phone
saying.
late at night and you holding it and you slightly fall asleep and you drop it on yourself? Yeah,
You
that's
know
more
what I'm
damage.
saying? They was just doing too much. I'm doing too much. Let me enjoy my Thundercats. 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 Thundercats.
Bro,
Oh, like let me enjoy that life. Let me watch He-Man run down Skeletor because that's all he's gonna do is run because he's punk ass bitch.
yeah,
And his
Skeletor
little
was.
minions to get beat up. Let me watch him smack them up a couple times. Get off my back. Sorry, my bad. I'm just childhood flashbacks. I have them from time to time. Okay. Doc has said, I'm mad about that, Doc. Doc has said, hit that like button, tune in, live show, radio show, and get the app. And so much more to come. Y'all, why? Oh, I've been working. I've been working. Um, I've been working
Big
since
facts though. If you out there on the YouTube side, anybody comes through, I know Rockets in here today, but make sure y'all hit the like button for real.
yeah, man.
It's the
My
easiest
name,
thing.
my name is Kat Lee, and I approve that message.
Bling.
Yeah. And I feel like a politician for real because I've got the handheld mic.
This
You
is a
feel me?
cat rally. Cat rally.
Yeah, we having a rally today. And what I'm saying is, y'all should hit the like button. Y'all should subscribe. y'all should share this because messages come out of this podcast. It's not just all fun and games all the time, although it is always fun and games. But sometimes, well, most of the time, a message comes through, especially on wiretap, which hopefully we'll be doing tomorrow. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But I approve that message. That was a wonderful message. Wonderful message. Um, so let me get into that real quick before I get to this evening sermon. My daughter has an ear infection. I got a phone call from the school today. Um, by the time they called me, it was too late to go pick her up early. So we're headed to the doctor's tomorrow. Hopefully, she'll get the medication that she needs and it won't, hey, stop the show from going on. But I will keep you posted, Doc. I will email you with the quickness, so you'll
Mhm.
know what's up. But we've crossing our fingers that we will be here tomorrow evening because mommy, the nurse, has to put her nurse outfit on, her scrubs, and I don't play about my baby being sick. And her ears,
Understood. Understood.
and her ears been bothering her for a few days. I'm like, oh my gosh, really? The spring hits and then you get the ear infection. But I
Yep.
told her what I thought it was, and so the nurse looked at me and she was like, yeah, I think
Hmm.
it might be. And I was like, see, I told you, you want to be a teenager and not listen to your mother.
It doesn't. Well,
Teenagers.
allergy medication. I I don't. I
I'm
won't go
gonna,
into the whole spiel, but
I'm gonna take her to the doctors tomorrow. So we'll handle all that. She's not staying out of school but too long. School is almost out for summer, so she's gonna have to toughen up a little bit and thug it out. So we're gonna take care of that tomorrow. I'm gonna keep y'all posted on whether or not I want to finish up this big UK so that way I'm not cramming in all the Diddy stuff on a Monday. And then I don't got to keep interrupting on the tap ins to say, hey, yo, by the way, Big Kid Cudi is going to be on the stand. Like that. I had to throw that in there, though, because he's going to take the stand. It's crazy. It's a lot going on. If I am able to make it, which the plan is, I'm making it, we will continue on with this Big U case, try to knock some more of that out. And any intel that I do get from tomorrow's commencement, I will fill y'all in too on that. There's a lot going on. No, we only on week 2 of this case, and ah, it's already
it's
crazy.
your salacious word. Basically, that's what it is.
It's already salacious. Yeah, so child. Like I keep telling people, it's kind of like a book or maybe a soap opera or a book and a soap opera combined. Because there's so much stuff that's coming out. It's like, what the hell? These people black?
What the Holly Burton?
What?
No, I know
Why?
that song. I know that song because my nieces and nephews, and they
I just know because TikTok. I'm on TikTok.
that
I'm
part. But yeah,
on TikTok. But yeah, I find myself every day as I get more coverage on it, like saying, "But why? Like, why? Why you gotta be so cruel?
That-
Why?"
can I throw this out there and you ponder it?
Go ahead.
Do you want to do, because this is such a fresh new thing? Do you want to do an interruption from the Big U case and we just talk about a lot of that stuff
I
just
would
for?
like to. I just didn't want to interrupt our regular scheduled
And
program.
no, and I understand, and but I'm just saying, if this is hot on the topic and you come up with the awesome title and everything, if you want to just, hey, look, this is because I do have certain things to
If
say
you
about
want
certain
to add to
stuff
the
that I'm kind
equation.
of aware of.
All right, so we'll do that tomorrow. If everything works out in my
Yes, yes,
favor,
yes.
with my daughter, tomorrow we will take a brief break. Still a wiretap, but we're gonna take a brief break to discuss the things that have already transpired in this Diddy Diddler court case. Because I do want to talk about D Rock. There's so many things I want to talk about. Oh my gosh, there's so many
So
things.
let me ask this too.
Cuba Gooden has not popped up yet, though.
No,
But
not fuck that. I ain't watching about that shit. That's a joke.
I'm waiting for him to pop up and somewhere in the testimony.
Is there anything that I can go? Because I only get the little stuff from social media, and I only get the
So
little certain news
I'm
clips about
going
it. I
to
haven't really been
upload.
in.
Listen. So tomorrow, this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to upload some court documentation to tell us where we at with it because they do have to report these type of things, like
Hmm.
what's going on. And I will be bringing up some of where I get my intel from, and then
Mm,
we can have the discussion because it's really like it's very hard. You can get the transcripts, but you have to wait until the end of the week.
yeah.
So
If
just
there's
you
something
can
that
you can make yourself abreast to what's going on. It's not going to be hard to go and find
mm,
whatever intel you can. But I'm going to bring up some tweets from somebody I know is actually in the courtroom,
hmm
um, and I'm going to bring up a few national or international syndicates that are in the actually in the courtroom too.
okay.
Because that's the one thing I do want to be clear about when covering this particular case too. Well, any case that we cover for that matter is we only want to bring you factual intel. We don't want
Okay.
to bring y'all no made up, you know what I mean? Like just out the blue. Well, I heard no, not when it comes to the court
Okay.
cases.
So
No.
and it's only funny because I noticed with the serious stuff, we're kind of getting in a different area. But I want to say this: do you want to present it as Doc? This is boom, boom, boom thoughts because I'm what I get is social media, which I don't know is not true, not true, or what is and what
We
is.
have
But
kind of handle it low key how we could just, but see, this, I'm not going to any social media site. I'm going to press the people who are
okay,
actually sitting in the freaking courtroom. They also have press passes.
yeah,
I know this. I've had conversation with these people, so I know what their credentials are. Um, so I'm not going to base it upon what other people or people who are not credentialed press have to say. We are going based upon the facts. We're going to read, and because of the way it's going to be broken down and how we're reading, we want. I mean, it's still kind of along the lines of us reading the regular court cases. You feel me?
and that's what I was kind of make sure.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it's
still
kind of
going to
a thing, but I want to make sure.
be the same thing. Our normal wiretap is just that this is a case that'll be going on for 8 weeks,
Okay,
so
if
maybe
there's
10.
anything that you
If
want me
Diddy's
to
prosecution, I
understand
mean, if
or
Diddy's defense team has their way, it'll be 10, but 8 weeks.
Right. I'm only saying if there's a way that you want to present it because this is not the normal
We
way we
just
would
going
believe.
we going to let it go how it go because I don't like you. This the old saying. You want to you want to tell God a joke, tell him your plan. No, we just going to get it how we get it. We going. I'm not get ready to get into all of it. We going to read the things that are available for us to read and have a
Okay.
discussion about it, and that's that. Um, that's that. And I'm gonna get as much insight as I can before we, because I can do that while I'm sitting in the doctor's office waiting for my child to be seen. So that's how we gonna do that, and we just gonna let it fly. I think one thing I love about what it is we do over here is not everything is not mapped out like, oh, we just gonna do. Nah, we gonna. I'm gonna bring the transcripts and we gonna talk about them, and that's how that's gonna go. All right. Now, so we will take a break from the Big U case because we are in this. The Big U's just been indicted. We haven't even gotten to court with him yet. Diddy is actually in court, so and it's looking like they about to smash him heavy. Once you hear some of what we get ready to talk about tomorrow, you will understand why I said that. Smash him heavy. But anyway, it is time for tonight's sermon. Let the church say amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. We're going to start this evening services off with telling y'all to mind y'all business. It's up on Media Monday. Well, I tell everybody's business because I'm nosy as hell and I want y'all to be nosy with me. But it's the safer way to be nosy versus going and just being all up in people's business. Okay. Um, to tap in, did I do good today? Did I tell somebody's business?
Just parents.
Yeah, but I ain't named a specific firm, so I think I did good today. I try not to tell business on the tap in because I tell business all the other days. So, I'll be trying to take a break from telling business, but sometimes it slips. It's not intentional. It's just a habit. It's a habit. It's a habit. But the wiretap for sure, for certain, if you got a court case and you are depraved, sinister, heinous, diabolical, disgusting, stupid, idiotic, repulsive, um, I don't know, Doc, take it away.
You could be corrupted. You could be perverted. You could be wicked. You could be contaminated. You could be
Evil.
menacing. Evil. Evil is like a basic one. I think all this will follow in evil.
Yeah, but I just had to throw that in. Go ahead.
You could be malicious, and my favorite one is you could be insidious.
If you are any of those things and you have a court case and I can pull it, my partner in good and I, Doc, we're gonna read your case because I have one for us to read, and then you won't have to worry about us reading it and being nosy and all in your business. And you don't have to be a celebrity; it just has to be high profile and run across my vision like, oh, we talking about it, and we gonna talk about it. Wet and wired, more our business. I did almost have a wet and wired moment when I started singing Mary Jane because she is my main thing. Mm-hmm. Mary Jane. My bad. Um, but Doc and I tell more of our business on the Wet and Wired Wednesday versus telling everybody else's business. We try to be transparent. Like, all right, we ain't just going to tell their business. We'll tell our business a little bit too. Can't tell this kind of what to. Shut your mouth though. If I tell a story and it involves you, do not say anything because they're going to know it's you. And they shouldn't know it's you because I changed the names. So the only way they're going to know is if you run your mouth. And what you said, Doc,
Hit dogs holler.
all the time. So shut up. But other than that, mind your business. It's a safe way to live your wonderful, amazing life. Another way is to love your babies if you have children, hug your babies, encourage your babies, and let your babies know that they are my friend, the GOAT, the greatest of all times. They need to know that. That is your job. Don't be a dumbass. Be a great parent. Be an amazing parent. If they want to work for NASA, tell them be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, secretary, whatever the hell else they do over there at NASA. I don't know. I've never worked there. What I do know is you need to get yourself a telescope. A good one, not the kind you look through your neighbor's windows with, you perv. A good one. Might require a little assembly. Well, it will require a little assembly. It comes with some scopes, some beams, all kinds of shit. Even comes with an app if you get the right one. You want that kind, go to National Geographic. That's where I got mine from. Go outside with your kid after the assembly and discover some shit. You might discover a comet, a meteor. I don't know if you want to discover that. An asteroid. It might be coming at you. I don't. Okay. A planet, that is not a planet no more, but they said it was a planet at one point in time. They made me build a solar system And I had to find what was going to be my Pluto. Now they saying it's not a planet. Now it's a star. No, bitch, it's still a planet in my opinion because I had to build the solar system. I got an A on that, by the way. So it's definitely still a planet because I got an A. Whatever. You might discover a UFO. If you do, by chance, stumble upon a UFO and they beam you up, Scotty, and they probe you and all that, do not refer me as the next one. I do not volunteer for these services. Come home. Give it a couple of days. Come and tell me. I will believe you, but I don't refer me. I don't want to go. Okay? I don't want to go. I don't need to be probed. Next thing you know, I come back with an alien baby in me. And they ain't even listening to the fact that I said I don't want no more kids. Now I got a knee knock in my stomach and stuff. And who knows how long the pregnancy is with an alien baby. I don't want no parts of that. Anyway, it might be double the term. Like instead of 9 months, 18 months. Who wants that? Not I, said the cat. Anyway, if they want to work for NASCAR, tell them to be the best NASCAR driver, pit boss, pit crew member, commentator, engineer, because I know they got them over there too, or whatever. I don't know what they do over there in NASCAR. What I do know is that they have a need for speed. And at one point in time, the muscle car was life. You know that saying, put the pedal to the metal? They was talking about them kind of cars, not these new age fiberglass cars that'll kill you in a second. They was talking about the ones that you got a chance to live because it was all metal. Take a little bit more to get through the metal. But yeah, whatever it is that they want to do, encourage them babies. My name is Kat Lee, and I approve this message. Let them know that they are.
Bling.
Yeah. Um. Mm. Child, child, child. I love to give this fair warning. It's a fair warning. So in hope, with the hopes that we can all continue to be friends and love on each other and encourage each other and all of that good stuff. But on my end, the only way that that can happen is if you stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Your lane is over there. My lane is over here. Stay in yours. Mine is not where you belong. I don't ask for advice. So no need for you to give me any because I didn't ask for any. I don't even like giving advice because you're not going to listen anyway. So just stay in your fucking lane. Um, to jump in my lane is diabolical. It is. I always say don't break the glass, don't push the button because if you do that, you're going to get hurt and you don't want her. You don't want her. She's not nice. She's not sweet. She's not kind. She's not none of that stuff. She's kind of evil when she want to be. You want her. It's always good to get the 2-for-1 special because you big fucking perv bitches.
I have a joke. I can't get it off, but I have a joke.
Let me finish this. Let me finish this. If you do not want that first one, she's not nice. You want her. She's nicely kind and cuddly. She is. And if you get her, you probably gonna get her again. You big perv bitches. Because this cat is purring. Cat is a happy, 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 happy girl. You don't want the first one. Leave her the fuck alone. Leave her in her lion's den, eating her gazelle, feeding her cub, telling her cub, slow down, cub, slow down. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want her. Leave her where she is at. You with her. What did you want to say, Doc? Because I don't want to take much more time. I gotta go to the doctor.
All right. No, it's the you want the 2-for-1s. And I made a joke. I said this is a messed up joke, but it's funny because and you read it differently than I wrote it. No. After the whole Cassie thing and everything, I'm like, if I ask for a threesome and you tell me no, I'll be like, if that's the husband, by the way, that's what I'm saying. Current husband, If he asks and she says no, consent is everything. However, it's like,
Yeah, you said that when I was reading it yesterday. Listen, if she say no, it's nothing you could do, or you just gonna have to be mad because no means no.
and I said I would just be big man, like, oh, but I get a no. That's all I'm saying.
Well, he was beating our ass. It's different. Um, we'll get into all of that tomorrow.
I bet.
We're gonna talk about all of that tomorrow. But this 2 for 1 ain't the same. It's different. It's monstrous. I mean, it's polite if you get done, but it could be monstrous. No, that ain't happening. Not Cass. She's not a Cassie. But what usually happens when you jump into other people's lanes is a collision. So if I need that, I don't need that for me. I don't need that for Doc. I don't need that for you. We don't need that for we. So just stay in lane, and everything's copacetic and cool and peaceful. Everybody chilling. Stay in your lane. That's it. Just stay there. You'll be alright. Um, hmm. Pick and choose your battles wisely. It's so funny that he wound up coming up in my conversation on that day. But pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle for you to fight. Some battles you gotta be like, you know what? You got that. Cause bitch, I ain't worried about the battle. I'm worried about the war. I want to win the war. And some people just don't know how to pick and choose their battles. Some people just jump into battles as if it's a game, and then they find out after they get that ass spanked that it's not a game. You know, a prime example, Putty Boots, Baby Caligula, Little Boots, aka Drake. He's a prime example. And you know what? It was so funny because I was listening to It's crazy because I was walking and sometimes Kendrick comes on, and I listen to Euphoria, and I listen to
Like now you talking hip hop. What line? What you?
yeah, I listened to a couple of the diss tracks from this here battle that this fool embarked on and did not pay attention to. Maybe you should go the other way. Um, but every night at the end of this portion of the conversation, I say, plus he lied. And I forgot that Kendrick told him verbatim that he lied to us. He told us that he lied to us. Kendrick said it. But then I sit down and then I turn around, Mama say, Mama Sama Makusa. And then I say, not even thinking about none of what Kendrick said, which was that he lied. And I
Kendrick,
was just
brother.
talking about him studying hip hop. Because if he listened, then he would have knew that Mobb Deep said that there's a war going on outside and that no man is safe from it. And they said, Petty Boots, you can run, but you can't hide forever. They also said, Baby Caligula. I can't even do it all tonight. What I'm saying is then I listened to these tracks while I was walking on. I was like, yeah, you did say that he lied. He did lie. That's a prime example of his lies. Because he lied. Because he would have knew what Mobb Deep said. They said it was a war going on outside. Pay attention to the war. Fuck the battles. He still has the lawsuit pending. So as we speak, I can say that he did not listen and he's a fucking liar. And that's all I gotta say about that. All I gotta say about that. Mama say, Mama say, Mama say. How'd you a liar? Now, I will say be you. Be amazingly you. Be the best you that you can be. Even if they tell you that they hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, and they hate the way that you dress. You still gotta be you anyway. Now, I wouldn't recommend you follow his path and keep making up fake accents. But if you dress weird, fuck it. Be the best weird dresser you could be. If you got a weird walk, then Own that shit. Turn it into a runway walk. Fuck. Um, but be who you are. You can't be anybody else but who you are. You can't make people happy. Oh no, and then remember what you eat don't make them shit. Except for that stupid ass movie that I still have not seen, nor do I want to see. Somebody just brought it up to me. And I was like, ew, but then I thought about it. Human centipede. Oh, so they ill. I didn't have to see it to get the premise of the movie. I was like, ew. Um, but anyway, what they eat don't make you shit. That was just a movie. Unless somebody really out here making human centipedes, which ill.
Oh,
Um,
that
but yeah, you can't make people happy. Happiness starts with them. Now, you can they can add to your happiness, you can add to theirs, but the main focus should be your own happiness so that you can spread your light to the next person. I really honestly believe that. If they are just content with being miserable, then what I say is to miserable people that come in my circumference, keep your miserable ass the fuck away from me. I do not want to be your company. I don't. Keep it away from me. Listen, you came in this world by yourself, you want to leave by yourself. Even if you are a twin. You born alone, die alone. Um, it is what it is. Thank you, Tip, too. You just jumped in my head this time. Sorry. I was listening to him earlier, too. But you can't focus on everybody else all the time. Sometimes it's really about self preservation. Uh, Listen, you could try to fix all the things that they say is wrong and all that good stuff or whatever they crying and whining about. You can try. It doesn't matter. They'll find something else to nitpick about. So just fuck it. Do your best and don't sweat the small shit. Dream big. Dream so big that your dreams exceed the universe. Ugh, fuck them naysayers and people who will tell you that you can't do shit. Your dreams are inferior. They don't make sense. Why would you do that? Do something more practical. They'll tell you all that shit. Fuck that shit. Dream, baby, dream. And then when you realize and visualize the dream, set a plan in action. Don't plan too hard because shit goes left sometimes. But just set a plan in action, a little blueprint, so to speak, and then execute that shit. Cause it ain't gonna happen. You just sitting on your ass. It's not. Let the church say amen.
amen.
All right, that is my sermon for this evening. Make sure that you go downstairs and you get yourself a plate. Sister Brenda is back today, so watch the macaroni and cheese and potato salad.
You really
And
fall into this, but all right.
listen, it's two different sets of mac and cheese and potato salad. Just look at them. You'll know who made what. And then you can ask, like, who made this? And somebody will tell you. If I get that name, I'm going to tell you. Um,
Just look at the one that's almost empty. That's the one you want,
yeah,
probably.
you want the one that's almost gone. That's probably that Miss Brenda didn't make, Sister Brenda didn't make that one. With that being said, y'all, that wasn't even the line though. But yeah, that's one of them. But that wasn't the line that I'm talking about specifically
Okay.
when he started going off about him being a liar. Um, but he called him a liar in a couple of songs. let's just say, let's
No,
just
real shit
say
is real
that.
shit though. I get how people play with. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I know we're ending it.
yeah, but don't tell no lies about me, and I won't tell truth about you. That was epic, but that wasn't the line. I'm gonna tell you exactly what line it is, because I'm gonna wind up listening to it tomorrow as I go on my little journey. Because after I take her to the doctor, so she gonna want to come in here and lay down, and then I gotta go get the stuff that she wants because she's a big old baby. Because she's my baby, so I do it anyway.
Yep.
So I'll have that line hopefully tomorrow before we get into this ditty ish
Okay.
that we got going on. But anyway, y'all, we gotta get up out of here. We love y'all. Um, y'all don't know if I'm doing the show because the people on social media, y'all see how I promote or whatever. But and Doc, you'll get the email, but I will let y'all know as early as possible. But until then, y'all, we gotta get up out. We gotta thank Doc for being here and
Thank
hold.
you. I missed
And
the first one. You missed the second one. I think you still kind of holding this against me a little bit, but that's
I'm
cool.
not. You're just taking it to get out your feelings. Get
I'm
out
not
your
in my
feelings.
feelings. I
You
don't have
are.
feelings.
You are. Because I didn't say no. I always thank you every time
Oh
you're here.
no,
So you
I'm
are
waiting for
in
you.
your own personal feeling. You feel some kind of way about that because that's not what I'm saying, baby.
I feel guilty. That's what I would say then. I
Well,
feel
get
guilty,
out your feelings, like I
but I'm
said.
not in them. I just feel guilty because I'm like, all right, cool. We talked
Now,
about
while
it.
you
It
feeling
isn't.
guilty, so that's what it means to get out your feelings because you have no reason to feel guilty. Hush, hush it up, hush it up.
All
We
right.
about
So
to close
listen,
it. What I was saying
whatever.
was
All right,
before you
whatever you
said
want to say
that.
next.
Hold
I,
on.
at
What
least
I
end with you
let
approve this
no
message.
let me finish saying what I had to say, which is we are glad you are here this evening because we feel naked without you. Thank you for being here. Let me give you your flowers.
Thank you.
I wasn't doing no more than that. Um, Thank you for being here. We appreciate
All right. Well,
you.
thank you for having me.
Of
This is,
course, of course.
and I can I ask a favor from you?
I don't know because I'm trying to close this damn show because I got to get
This
up
will be the
early in
last
the
thing I
morning
say.
to go to the doctor.
Yeah, this is the last thing I say.
What?
You say you can't leave and you approve this message.
It was funny last night too because I did forget to say it, and then you came in like, and I was like, oh yeah, wait, and I gotta say this. Hi, my name is Kat Lee, and I approve this message.
Bling.
It is now time for us to get up out of here. Y'all be safe out here. Stay out of trouble. Hopefully, we will see you tomorrow morning. I mean, I said tomorrow morning. I keep thinking
No,
like
you
it's
got plans tomorrow morning.
yeah, I gotta
Understood.
go to the doc, take my baby to the
Understood.
doc.
Understood. Understood.
I see y'all tomorrow evening. Fingers crossed, hopefully. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. I love you guys, and good night. We gotta go. I got motherly duties to tend to. I gotta be mommy nurse. Pull out my scrubs. Good night, y'all. We love
Everything
y'all.
goes well.
Stay safe.
And nothing new is it's interfaces. Hopefully everything goes well. It's never enough.
Oh,
Not too complicated.
yeah, maybe we should listen to the next time. But bye.